Hello viewers, welcome to the Dateline Northeast, a program that gives an overview of the developments in India's Northeast region. I am your host Chandra Kalan. Here are the top stories of today's program. India-Bangladesh conduct joint military exercise focusing on counter-terrorism. Manipur launches school Fagat Hansi mission in 5 schools. And rubber production in Tripura to see a new lease of life with introduction of hybrid clone of rubber variety. The 9th edition of joint military exercise between the armies of India and Bangladesh recently concluded in Meghalaya's Umroi. The exercise was aimed at strengthening the military relations between the two countries, which allowed the two armies to understand each other's tactical drills and operation techniques. A report.
India and Bangladesh share historical, social and cultural linkages, and over the years, armies of both the nations have been actively working towards strengthening the internal security of both countries. To further strengthen the military relations between the two countries, the 9th edition of Sampriti, the joint military exercise, was held, which recently concluded in Meghalaya's Umroi district. The exercise named Sampriti was designed to develop interoperability between the Indian Army and the Bangladesh Army to operate in a counter-terrorism environment.
The exercise Sampriti is designed actually to develop the interoperability between the Indian Army and the Bangladesh Army to operate in a counter-terrorism environment to neutralize any kind of terrorist threat. And see, Bangladesh and Indian Army are so friendly armies. We have so many exchange of programs, and this bonding is through our historical evidence in the 1971 during our War of Liberation. And Indian Army and Bangladesh Army is cooperating through this exchange of training, administration, and even various ceremonial activities.
The exercise provided a platform to personals of both the countries to share their experiences on counterinsurgency, counter-terrorism operations, and on providing aid to civil authorities for disaster management, especially in the jungle and semi-urban terrains. Overall, such military exercises strengthen ties between India and Bangladesh. The two nations have progressed on the path of mutual coexistence and peace as neighbors and fellow developing nations. Over the years, both the nations are engaged in a process of socio-economic transformation of the people at an unprecedented pace.
The joint exercise under the UN mandate, part of our 9th, in the series, the 9th one, in which we have validated all our drills and how to operate together two foreign armies under a common mandate of the United Nations under Chapter 7. We have carried out all drills, from basic drills, from sniper firing to basic raid, to advanced drills, the use of helicopters, and also the CASO operations, as well as the clearance operations and the winning of hearts and minds.
Organizing such joint military exercise is very much crucial for the growth of the country's military capability.
Moving on, the centre's popular scheme, School Fagat Hansi Mission or Go to School, was first launched in January 2019 in Manipur. Ever since the program was launched, the mission is not just improving the education quality, but it is also encouraging students to attend schools regularly. Recently, the scheme was launched in 5 schools in Manipur. A special report.
Education plays a massive role in developing the best of any nation's future. No nation can grow or improve when the quality of education is poor. To improve the quality of education in the region, School Fagat Hansi Mission or Go to School Mission was first launched by the government at Yumnam Kuidom High School, Wangoi, Imphal West District in Manipur. The scheme aims to give a renewed trust to improve government schools both in terms of physical and manpower infrastructure. In yet another mission of Go to Village and Go to Hills mission, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh recently inaugurated the state government's ambitious School Fagat Hansi mission at 5 schools at different valley districts of Manipur.
we have to have a quality education in Manipur. We have to improve the quality of education and all infrastructure, the teachers' quality, the attendance, the manner in which the students should be taught, the learning, teaching environment, all those aspects in a holistic manner.
The mission was launched in Moirang Kuril High School, Haingang High School, Singjamai Chinkamakha High School, Raja High School, Lamsang and SK Idol High School, Ngairangbam Village in Manipur.
Manipur Sagana and the young farmer, and the hoisting and the hoisting the young Kenoto, Miniam, and then a kilometer, and the creek and Vince Harris Gacella, Yam Pagapoina, Canada.
Addressing the gathering, Singh said that the School Fagatansi mission is an initiative to upgrade the condition of government schools for overall development in shaping the future pillars of the society.
Aina government gi ozasing da haijening badi go me school da puri ba ozasing gi mafam da ina thamjaning badi ko ozasing na he na puning sangna angang sing si da he na phagana ba line da makoina kathok pi ba haiba tare hauji kana gumna ngang nei government da puri ba ozasing se tolop ta ngai bani matam len bani something kana gumna ngang na bale adubo masi haine ya da na loinamak tawbadi nate ko yamna oza singna angang singi damakta phajana thawai haksang yauna kathok sabo oza kangru musu leijari haba.
Since the announcement of the School Fagatansi mission by the Chief Minister, the number of students enrolled in the government has significantly increased. According to reports, schools once which had 20 to 30 students had increased to 200 to 300 and above, and schools with around 170 students have increased almost to 1,000 students.
This minus the Saturday Yamamde, I call it Santa Waduna, Amani Tantoromani, the government, I call it school in Sida, Jinsin Birakuna, the minus Saturday, and Sangala Quadigi, Fina Shadina class and for Happy Wasida, Hania Nataka from Bukhari.
This mission has been implemented in one school each in all the 60 assembly constituencies of the state. According to reports, the program will be launched at 2 hill districts soon.
Roving was the state of Tripura ranked second in rubber production in the country after Kerala, and it produces the best quality rubber in the country. And over the years, farmers in the state have yielded better income, and to further improvise the production of rubber, the state government under the supervision of Rubber Board of India has introduced a high-yielding hybrid rubber clone RR2 429 of rubber variety. Advancement in farming technology is seeing a new surge, contributing highly to the country's GDP growth and making the lives of the farmers easier and sustainable. The state of Tripura is blessed with abundance of natural resources and nutritive soil that makes it stand second in rank in terms of rubber production in the country after the state of Kerala. However, in line with PM's vision of doubling farmers' income by the year 2022, the Tripura state government under the supervision of Rubber Board of India has introduced the first ever high-yielding hybrid clone of rubber variety RR2 429 in the state. The new technology will improve the quality of rubber production, thereby generating better revenue for the state.
The rubber growers will get better income, and the state will also get better revenue, because they import or they bring so many rubber goods from the different parts of the country. If they can start manufacturing here, like some hoses, like some Hawaii chappals, like footwears, like some raincoat wears, and some other small rubber parts which can be made here, so that the people of Tripura, they will be getting employment. Growers will be getting more price for their rubber, and the state will get the revenue, and Rubber Board will be able to fulfill its mandate.
As per latest reports, Tripura accounts for only 9.4% rubber production, and in Northeast region, it accounts for 58% of the rubber production. Taking a giant stride in propping the sagging rubber production in the state, and with an aim to increase the export business, the government during the launch program handed over a sapling R22429 rubber variety to a rubber grower. Such scientific approach will solve the economic backwardness and acute unemployment among the rubber growers.
নতুন ক্লো আনলে যদি সরকার যদি নতুন ক্লো আনে তো আমরা উপকৃত হমু গড়ে মোটামুটি যদি যে ব্লকটা থেকে আমরা 40 কেজি পাই এটা এবারে 25 কেজি 20 কেজি আয় পড়ে, অর্ধেকই কমে যায়। তখন তো আমরা যে রাবার গাছের যে পাতা, তখন তো পাতা পড়ে যায়, পাতা পড়ার থেকে প্রোটেকশন কমে যায়। নতুন ভ্যারাইটি যদি আনা হয়, এরকম যদি জানুয়ারি ফেব্রুয়ারিতে যদি রাবার গাছের যদি পাতা থাকে, তো আমরা ভালো প্রোটেকশন।
Later, Chief Minister of the state informed that the rubber growers of the state will get additional benefits as the Chittagong seaport in Bangladesh, which is very close to the southern border of Tripura, is likely to open up, which will ease exporting of rubber through the port. It is to be noted that this is the third rubber clone in Category 1 for the Northeast region after RRIM 600 and RR208, and adding of one more clone will improve the genetic diversity of clone in the region, which is highly required as a guarantee against pests and diseases to which some clone may become susceptible in future and thus contribute to greater stability of rubber production. Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
Budget carrier Alliance Air will start daily direct flight services connecting Dimapur to Guwahati and Imphal from February 20, and Air India Limited statement said. The new flight was flagged off by Nagaland Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Paiwang Konyakin at Dimapur Airport. This flight has provided the first ever option of swift connectivity from Dimapur to Imphal. According to Madan Kumar Saha, station manager, Air India Limited Dimapur, the airline has deployed its 70-seater aircraft in these sectors. In a program recently held in Manipur, Angafau Hunba, sowing of first crop paddy, organized by Arabti Urup Farmers Association in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh stated that the state government had submitted a sum of Rs 260 crore proposal to the centre for the construction of groundwater pumping sites for irrigation at different parts of the state. According to reports, farming of RCM 12 rice variety will be done in around 20 hectares of Urup and Ringui villages, while wheat would be grown in around 10 hectares. About 250 new check dams will be constructed, and RLI schemes located at different parts of the state would be made fully functional. The Second World War Imphal Campaign Foundation recently organized Japan Manipur Agri Meet with the banner 6 Imphal Campaign Talks, the Community Engagement Initiative at Classic Grante Conference Hall. The meet aims at leading the course of development in the agricultural sector in the right direction, as the program focuses mostly on the uses of satellite technology in increasing farm produce. Mizoram Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai has been inducted recently as patron of Mizoram Bharat Scouts and Guides. The swearing-in ceremony was held at Raj Bhavan in Aizawl in Mizoram. Speaking on the occasion, Pillai said Scouts and Guides movement is a non-political and education movement for youth that follow the spirit of the basic principle of the Constitution of no discrimination based on race, caste and religion or language. The governor mentioned that the Scouts and Guides Association in Mizoram has played an important role and positively contributed to society in various ways. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research Tripura Centre organised one-day state-level farmers meet and workshop cum training program on maize and rice at the Rabindra Bhavan. The program was attended by nearly 1,000 farmers belonging to the entire state. The main objective of the program was to create awareness among the farmers about the importance of maize and rice in the region, and especially promoting the improved maize production technology in NEH region. Farmers also appreciated the initiative taken by the ICAR and the state government. The Corporate Social Responsibility (CSR) team of Airport Authority of India has recently confirmed that the Rupsi airport situated in Assam's Kokrajhar district will soon be operating, boosting connectivity in the region. Sanjeev Jindal, Regional Executive Director AAI, informed that the various projects are on the card for the beautification of the airport in the Bodo area. 3 cadres of the banned NLFT National Liberation Front of Tripura decamped from Bangladesh and surrendered before BSF in Tripura with arms and ammunition. The surrendered cadres have been identified as self-styled second-in-command Sanna Kumar Tripura, 29, German Ram Tripura, 22 years, and Sudaram Riyang, 38 years, said BSF in its release. All 3 were active cadres of NLFT belonging to Parimal Dev Burma faction.
Moving on to sports. In a stride towards tapping the sporting talents of the visually challenged athletes, the state of Nagaland organized the first ever blind football training session and demo game that saw a large number of differently able talented soccer players participating in the training session. This has opened up a new path for them to showcase their skills, beating all odds and challenges life threw at them. A report.
To inculcate the spirit of sportsmanship among the visually challenged talented football players of the Northeast region, a 2-day-long blind football training session and demo game was held in the premises of Don Bosco Higher Secondary School ground, Dimapur. The Nagaland State Disability Forum and Prodigals organized the event in collaboration with the Indian Blind Football Federation. The game unleashed the hidden talent of the differently abled young soccer players that build up confidence in them and motivate them to bring all stigmas and live their dream.
We are here to actually conduct the first ever training and demo camp in Nagaland, which is one of the last of the states in the Northeast we had yet to cover. But we're so glad that we are here. The whole idea is to make sure that more of the blind community, the visually challenged community, take up the game of blind football. It's a beautiful game, like you can see, one which actually creates champions and confidence from amongst the youth. So our aim is to bring the blind also to the mainstream and to give them a platform to exhibit their talent here, which is football.
A total of 10 enthusiastic visually challenged players took part in the game. The game was played between players from Meghalaya versus Tura team, which showcased their tremendous football skills on the ground. Later, the Nagaland team also showcased their football skills, much to the delight of the people. During the training camp, the players were trained in different tactics and activities involved in a football game for the visually challenged. This type of football game is a fast-paced 5-way side match played by visually better abled athletes using a ball with noise-making device inside. It is played on a smaller pitch in an enclosed court. Matches are played between two teams in a ground size of 40 meter by 20 meter each, with 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The outfield players are visually challenged and wear eye shades to ensure fairness.
I experienced blind football in IBF Federation. So I was very enjoyed with blind football. So when I was playing before, I was doing blind football 2016. So first I don't know how to play blind football. So 2016 I went there Kerala. So how to play blind football I don't know. Just I was playing and Kerala in listener. So I don't know how to play, how to kick ball, how to carry the ball, how to where is sideboard. I don't know direction. So simply I was playing.
Basic skill sessions for coaches, referees and goalkeepers was also organized as a part of the event.
Polyhouse farming is gaining popularity in India, and farmers in Meghalaya are setting one such perfect example of polyhouse farming under the NICRA scheme. The farmers in the state are not only gaining profit but are also deriving added benefits as there is very less chance of crop loss in this system. A report.
The northeastern state of Meghalaya is blessed with nutritive soil and favorable weather conditions, which makes it suitable for cultivation of various essential crops. But extreme climate change and global warming are having far-reaching impacts on agriculture production, which are likely to challenge food security in the future. Climate change, on the other hand, has an adverse effect on the livelihood of millions of farmers who are highly dependent on agriculture. However, to mitigate the growing impact of climate change on crops, farmers in the state of Meghalaya have adopted a method of protected cultivation which is proving to be the best alternatives for them.
We have initiated the NICRA project at Ringui Village in the Roving district to mitigate the climate change. During the winter season, the water stress is very much vulnerable in this district, and we initiated through the Jalkun for life-saving irrigation to grow vegetables during winter season. Besides this, for the round the year vegetable production in the protected conditions in the districts, we have initiated in different vegetable crops.
On the other hand, to improvise the farming methodology and with an aim to combat the impact of climate change, the centre is providing low-cost polyhouse to farmers of the state for sequential crop rotation of high-value vegetable crops under the National Innovation on Climate Resilient Agriculture (NICRA) scheme. A wide variety of vegetables such as cucumber, pumpkin, brinjal, cowpea, cabbage, capsicum, cauliflower and broccoli are cultivated under this system. At present, 14 low-cost polyhouses are constructed and implemented in 3 remote villages of Meghalaya, including Nika, Kaidrim, Sohrablei, under the initiative of KVK, Ribhoi, Aikar in Meghalaya's Yumiam.
Polyhouse has been constructed using this locally available bamboo, and shed net and as well as UV stabilized plastic, LDP that is called. So this polyhouse construction is very easy for the farmers since it is constructed with bamboo and wire, and that it can be constructed in a small area like 20 meter length and 5 meter breadth. And that polyhouse can be made use for cultivation of vegetables and flowers, and especially it is popular among the farmers for cultivation of vegetables during the off-season and production of high-quality nursery seedlings of vegetables.
Farmers, especially women, are engaged in polyhouse farming, which has become a sustainable source of income for them.
Pangidon sa polyhouse kabati ay da kami ka sig. Kaya po ka ng polyhouse pa din nila ban nasari ban saray ki sambay ki tiba ngalabatay man ki TV ki potali ki TV ki sangken ki ba ki ay ni sarah ka ng polyhouse nang tapat de ki don ki bangi pensaahan ni polyhouse.
NICRA is a network project of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR, launched in February 2011. The project aims to enhance the resilience of Indian agriculture to climate change and climate vulnerability through strategic research and technology demonstration.
The Tangkhul Naga community is known as the warrior tribe in Manipur. They are also known for their colourful traditions and festivals. And the recent festival that they celebrated with much gaiety was Lurafanit, a seed sowing festival. Tangkhuls living here in the national capital too participated in the festivities of seed sowing with fervour. Take a look. The seed sowing festival is one of the most important agricultural festivals celebrated by the Tangkhul community of Manipur, as it marks the beginning of the sowing of seeds for the farmers. With colourful headgears made from bamboo, women donned traditional neck pieces and colourful traditional attires attended the Lurafanit, or the seed sowing festival of the community in the national capital. This year, the seed sowing festival was celebrated at Don Bosco Technical Institute in New Delhi under the theme Angayong Amachor, meaning mark of our origin.
The purpose of celebrating Lurafanit is to promote our tradition and culture. Our tradition and culture is our identity, and identity defines who we are. We have a rich culture, we have a rich tradition, and it is our duty as a youngster to promote our culture and identity.
Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Yaringam Ongshi urged the youngsters to have a clear concept of one's identity and culture. Lag Hanganui is a form of beauty contest practiced in the olden days. It is performed during the seed sowing festival by all unmarried women in the village, including teenage girls who have attained puberty. This is usually performed in the village ground. A folk song was also performed by Shinmi Riva. A renowned Tangkhul artist, Thangmei So Shinglai, mesmerized the audience with his songs.
This kind of festival is one of the most important in our community, and I'm very blessed that I'm here today. And this brings us community and unity and the strength of our community.
As part of the celebrations, there was a tug-of-war competition among singles and married people.
We are in the midst of another culture, and of course we adapt their culture, and with adaptation also comes how we share our culture to others, and this is the kind of time for us to share our culture.
A yearly magazine, Khanrin, was also released at the event. The festival also marks the start of the year for the Nagas in Manipur, which is also known as Lungaini. The celebration brings a message of peace and harmony for the Nagas and the people of the region. With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. Like and subscribe Roving Report YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest news update from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala, signing off and leaving you with the glimpses of International Paragliding Championship recently held in Mizoram Surship, organized under the aegis of Mizoram Aero Sports Association, MASA, in collaboration with the state sports and tourism departments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.